What?
Little, I don't think we play on Solitude anymore. That was an incredible play.
I'm just saying, it was Ryannoob. It was Ryannoob. I just want to make a good argument for it. I want to make just a small argument.
I remember KCP coming back on Ryannoo's team down 200. That's one thing I remember on this map. The one thing I will say about Recharge Strongholds, though, is it certainly has its runs. You're basically working to get into that trip cap scenario where you can simplify the game state for yourself. You want to get the trip cap and spawn the other team at long haul. Both these teams are going to be working towards making that a reality. Though what can matter the most in the game is how people play in the interim.
Early double cap here for Complexity, and it might just turn to a triple cap because Ryannoob uncontested on his way to taking A. And look how the remaining members of Complexity are able to attack Optic off of spawn. A triple cap for Complexity, 30-0 run, but Lucid coming out of nowhere right off of spawn, double kill, and on the attack on Alpha himself.
Short-lived for the trip cap. It was Complexity, and with them going 3 down, Optic Gaming's gonna try to transform this into more control for them. Look, they're giving them a double dilemma. B and C are under pressure, and Foremost somehow stays alive. The help is starting to come in for him as well, as Deadzone finds a pick of his own. And Complexity, this is a dangerous position for them. Notice what spawns that Optic Gaming are trying to block out. They're not leaving those A and pipe spawns open. They have the trip cap. Now they just need to find the stragglers. Oh!
Wow.
What a save.
Rain coming in clutch, and right as Optic were about to get their own triple cap, at least is able to keep them alive, gets the reset on C real quick, and Complexity going right after Alpha, not wasting any time whatsoever, and some good damage by Rain. Challenges at the right time. Active camouflage coming up, and right now Complexity have the strongholds, and they have the advantage.
Complexity starting to play fast and loose. Whoa, Ryannoob!
Wow.
What a jump. He jumps up into that bridge knowing his teammates trying to get his help. That isolates the angle. Lucid had no ability to shoot him, and well, Ryannoob not only stays alive, he'll be working for the trip cap of his own. Shock rifle camo for Complexity. This is where everything can change.
Fun little tip in a gunfight like that: if you can't see your enemy, they can't see your head. So great play coming out of Ryannoob, and even better plays coming out of Complexity. They immediately put Optic 3 down right as they have a triple cap on the map, a stronghold on the map. Complexity have a 102-29 lead. They want this game 5.
You can see how fast those trip caps can get out of control. We're only at 3 minutes into this game, and Complexity able to open up a hell of a lead because of that trip cap. And Ryannoob has been playing so well as an isolated player, finally taken down as that shock rifle shot was just a bit low, but a much needed reprieve at the moment for Optic Gaming, as Deadzone's going to be able to get them a scoring opportunity for Optic if they can get into B quick enough.
Trippy trying to push through gold, the blind side of Complexity at the moment, who currently hold on to Charlie right now, but gave up that gold side control to Optic very quickly, and Optic going to take advantage of that, as Complexity now the ones looking for the slays. They still hold on to B. Finally, Optic on the attack, and looks like Deadzone is forced to trade out his life there. Meanwhile, Complexity attacking from multiple sides, not able to get the kills necessary to go after either one of them.
Optic scoring, but notice the players on the perimeter. Deadzone's trying to hold over that long haul. If he gets the word, he's going to try to make a play happen, but taken down by Huss. That's going to be the much needed step for Complexity, giving themselves an outlet and a perimeter player towards pipes. This will give them a lot more freedom to move upon that map, and you can see they instantly push into A because of it. Big job by Complexity getting the win on the perimeters.
Great shots by Trippy to force Huss back, and Huss on the fight, and somehow Huss is able to win that. So understanding how important this position is does Huss, and he's willing to fight for it. Almost takes down Lucid as well while weak. 135 points here for Complexity, but Optic Gaming at a 1 scoring.
That's super unfortunate for Trippy. Lucid threw that nade thinking, hey, someone's coming through this door. I can just basically guarantee myself the gunfight. Little did he know his teammate was going to spawn on top of that nade, and Trippy goes into his fight one shot because of it, but nothing more you can do. I mean, that's just some bad luck, and well, there's nothing bad luck about that. Lucid is flying on the map, trying to outpace Complexity as Complexity goes 3 down. Ryannoo's position's known, but he quickly moves out. Look how fast Ryannoob was to lead that situation. Lucid needs to find him.
I can't think of a single thing scarier than Lucid flying at you like a bat out of hell with that grapple from the A side all the way to the Charlie side, single-handedly grabbing Charlie for Optic Gaming. Once again, Complexity do have the lead, but Optic are really starting to move into rhythm and starting to heat up here. Trippy and Optic are able to just double team the A side, and the moment Complexity are attacking Charlie, it looks like Optic, they changed their sights to the Bravo side of the map in the gold.
Complexity's been struggling on scoring in the 2-cap situation. All their points have really come from that trip cap that we saw early in the game. Optic Gaming, on the other hand, they seem to be doing a fantastic job at getting that 2-cap and then preventing Complexity from getting any sort of quick contest. This allows them to slowly chip away, and well, they'll be content with that until they can get themselves into that trip cap situation.
Ryannoob down to one shot, still taking that center lane right towards the camouflage. Lots of confidence out of him, but looks like it may not pay off. I believe Camo was burnt, but Rain with the double kill, Lucid with a well-placed grenade, denial grenade toward the A side, which Optic are still holding along with Bravo.
Lucid thought he knew there was a player underneath. Unfortunately, gave up his back. But is that enough for Complexity to drive their way into A and eventually win that hill? And even if they do, I mean, look at Dead Zone's quick and aggressive play back towards C. They're just going to try to keep out-rotating Complexity.
I'm trying to figure out, like, I mean, I know his name was Penguin before, but penguins don't quack. What
Hey,
what the hell?
It all comes out at once, you know what I'm saying?
152 to 143 lead. Optic have gained control, and with them putting Complexity 3 down, I don't think they want to turn their back from here on. They want to keep that pressure on Complexity, as Lucid with the shock, forcing Complexity down the long haul side. And guess what? Optic are watching long haul to Charlie as well.
This is what they've been playing for this entire game. It's been for this situation. How long can they hold it? This is going to be so hard for Complexity to break, especially with that shock rifle looming large over the cross. And Complexity doesn't even know that shock rifle's out. Yeah, Lucid's out of bullets, but he's blocking out the spawn, and Complexity certainly doesn't have that information.
And Complexity continuously spawning towards that glass and long haul side of the map, which is exactly where Optic Gaming want them. They're watching the exit routes, limiting the options of Complexity. There's nowhere to go but the black screen once again. Optic get the triple cap. Dead Zone put his controller down for a second. This one's over. Complexity are going down to the lower.
And both teams, they had the strategy, right? Everyone's just playing for that situation in particular. And, well, we saw Complexity get it for a moment earlier in the series. Optic Gaming, they get it. They never let it go. Incredible work from them, and it's systematic the way you set yourself up. Dead Zone does an incredible job at getting the triple kill at the back of C, but Lucid puts the fear into Complexity with that shock rifle. Once you hit that first shot from Bat Ledge, Complexity suddenly has to be very cautious about how they approach that hill. Even though he was out of ammo, Complexity shuffled themselves through the bottom pipes, and well, Dead Zone was ready and waiting for those players. That trip cap from Complexity gave them the early lead, but Optic Gaming, resilient, battle back, get themselves into the win condition, and just never let it go.
And honestly, that's really the thing for me. Like, Complexity had that early control. It was a 41-0 run. In fact, when it got to the 142 point mark, Complexity still had the lead. But once Optic turned it on, oh my gosh, the hustle with the shot. But once Optic turned it on, they just simply didn't look back from there. And eventually got to that 142 point mark, put one more point on the board, and then Optic literally ran away with it. Not a single point after that moment.